There was another question regarding basically management had decided to move away from ConfigMgr and go to another platform, but they wanted to keep ConfigMgr around to be able to do imaging, or at least some basic imaging. And that is perfectly all right. And the follow-up question was that, all right, can we consolidate and just have a minimal ConfigMgr environment? Absolutely, yes. If you just need something that is supported to do imaging at a smaller scale, you can run everything that ConfigMgr needs on a single VM. Just the member server in the domain, obviously not the domain controller, but everything else you can run on that virtual machine. Another option is to have one VM being the site server and you have another one being a distribution point. Simplifies the setup a little bit there, but all in all, it will just work just fine. I mean, I have seen lab environments where organizations are running everything on a single VM, and that's done so through years. You can image hundreds and hundreds of machines even on such a setup. So that works very well. There was a follow-up question on how to install a ConfigMgr 2503 environment in terms of baseline medias and such. And I figured I should bring up that documentation because there has been a change. So if I go to my friend Google here, SCCM 2403 baseline. See if I can find those documentation for baseline builds. Here, baseline. So as you can see, Microsoft has a list of versions of ConfigMgr that is a baseline build. So ConfigMgr 2403 is a baseline, 2303 is a baseline, 22 is a baseline, and even 2103 is a baseline. However, 2503 is not a baseline build. So if you want to set up a new 2503 today in a lab or something, you have to start with this one here and then do the console upgrade. Rumors are that 2509 is going to be a baseline, but it has not yet been updated here on the documentation page because obviously that's in the future here. But just remember, you have to put that one in and then you do the in-place upgrade.